Why, hello, welcome. This is playing some ATS. We're going to take this tractor down across Wyoming here. I'm in my Freightliner. It's a little bit of a custom truck I have done. We are currently in, uh, we're in Wyoming right now. Sure, exactly. We're in Great Falls, Wyoming. And this is where we're going down to Sheridan, Wyoming. Should be, short trip, only just roughly under 400 miles. Our load is, I believe, about, yep, 49,000 pounds. It's paying us $20,000. So I'm going to get on the road. We did a little talking. As the video suggests, is ATS worth playing in 2025? The short answer I'm going to say is 100% yes, but I'm going to talk, give my thoughts and feelings on some things, because I'm coming back. I haven't really played the game in a long time. So, ATS, let's just follow along. I'll get you out on the road here. Good to be about out here on the road again too. Wyoming is actually one of the places I haven't really been through uh, all that much. Actually, even like the new maps, I don't even have the new maps yet. Like Iowa, Nebraska, I just haven't got around to them yet. They've really added a lot of DLC pretty fast to the game, and that's really cool. SCS Software honestly knocks out of the park. But I'll be honest too, and I'll give my thoughts. And in no ways is nothing bad of the game, because I was playing this game regularly for a really long time, and much of this year actually I pulled away. It was just I don't know if it's because I had finally gotten maybe burnt out for a little bit, but I was just kind of like I needed a break from the game.
Go straight on.
By the way, this tractor's like way bigger than I think behind me too. So I need a lot of room. Okay, I've never really been here. Where's the scale? Oh, over there.
Rerouting.
Okay, I guess it'll clear for that. 99,000 pounds. Well, my vehicle's a little damaged, yeah. Alright. So we're on our way. It's a bit of a weird route. So I came in backwards. So a lot of the changes SES has done, one of the things that kind of hit me, and this is just, and remember, this is just me personally. I have no, things change, and sometimes just like, not my favorite thing, but you know what? I can get over it. I'll show you one of those changes now. Like here, this for me actually, I don't like this. The old way that they had it with everything on the bottom here, I thought was much better. I could click here, click here. Now I feel like I'm going in here and I'm clicking through a whole bunch of other things where just before it was just on the side. I don't know. That's just a me thing though. Even the like the main title page UI update, I was not really a fan of that. I just feel like I feel like it took away a little bit of the personality of the game. Like it made it more like it had to conform with something. I'm like, huh, okay. I'm not really a fan of that. Other friends I've talked to, they said, nah, that like doesn't bother them. They like it. Yeah, fair enough.
Go straight on.
Also too, I'm playing this on a newer computer, and sometimes I get like hiccups here and there. And between a friend trying to like fix it or like try to get it less, hasn't worked out all as much. Whereas I was playing my old computer, at least 5 years older than my current one I had, and it ran the game much more smoother. So that kind of threw me off a bit. So I'm like, well, what was the point of like putting this all in a whole new computer when it runs worse? So it's something like that, just something I couldn't really manage to do. So oh well, it was what it was. And you know, for me, sometimes I can get overwhelmed pretty easily, and I kind of wonder if that's what happened with me and this game, because everything updated, and me myself, I like keeping things really updated and as realistic as I can when playing this game per se. So I don't know if that threw me off there, but playing the game since at least 2018, you know, I put some good hours. I have almost 200 hours in there. I know other people have a whole bunch of other hours into the game, you know, but I don't, not just me. I do feel like my career mode too, that I kind of done what I've done. I could easily make a profit. I could easily get a loan, pay back the loan. So I'd have to find like mods or something to kind of determine, or something like that to do with the game, of course. Now, also too, like like you can see behind me, like, and whatever's waving around, that's a flag. The AI traffic. AI traffic is, I'm kind of content with it. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Now, with that being said, honestly, like when I finally played the game again after so long, I'm like, yep, it's still as good as ever. Even the things that I'm kind of like, on about, you know? SCS Software has gone above and beyond. You know, they're a little company, and hats off to them. Like, they're doing so much great stuff. Now, was there other things I wish they put in the game? Absolutely. But you know, sometimes you can't get everything into the game, or things with later updates help also. Gassed up. I didn't think y'all wanted to see that. One of the other things too, I was just like actually gassed up thinking about. I've streamed this game a lot too, and me and my buddy Jay, and I feel like I was getting a little disappointed because I'm literally having nothing on my streams. Now, yes, I'm not really someone who's so fixated on numbers and stuff, but sometimes it was bugging me because I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to put it, because like having nobody in the chat sometimes when you're sitting there streaming, it's kind of like, you know, it's just it's a little awkward at times. So then it's like rather like, well, I could have just made a video out of it, I guess, and not like try to entertain a chat stream. If that makes sense. But you know. Also, one of the other things of this game too, like these speed limits are pretty rough. Maybe in real life a little different, but I feel like it's agonizing here. I've never really been through here before, so this is pretty cool to see also. The views in this game are absolutely incredible. I can probably drive down here 10 times, I would still think the same thing. I do notice though it gets stuttering sometimes, and yeah, it's something I kind of wish I wasn't, but I don't have the graphics on the highest setting also. Maybe it's because I've never been through here before, so it's loading up as I'm going. I'm not too sure. I kind of wonder too, like if we're playing this, if I should start a new game over and do things differently, like build like a different career mode. I still like making videos on these. I would still love to live stream this too, because me and my buddy, like when we do get on, there's like, and we do play. I mean, it's pretty awesome. We have a lot of fun. Like, if you guys followed or see my Renegade trucking videos, I mean, those were... I know those were, a lot of those were edited. It's just the time. Unfortunately, the time I just don't have anymore. Whoa. This thing's so wide. Like, I didn't realize it was like that when I got this. Also, earlier I said, excuse me, I was in Wyoming. I'm not in Wyoming. I'm in Montana. I kind of haven't been up here much, and just, I don't know, Wyoming just kind of came out. I was doing something in Wyoming earlier, so I said, well, I'm Wyoming. So sorry, Wyoming, but folks, and Montana, folks. But I'm in Montana, and I am running into construction here. I am going to go because these lights take a long time to change. Yeah, excuse me, I'm getting over being sick still. When they brake check you like that, it makes stop, so it takes a second to get the all 99,000 pounds get going again. Oh, we're heading into the night. Heading in night now. Should get some lights on. You know, you gotta be a safe driver. Just hitting under that 200-mile mark now. Yeah, it's been a pretty nice drive here. I don't recall being through here. A lot in the back. I plan on getting the other DLC sometime. I would like to make regular content of this again too. I know me and Jay will probably do something with this again. We're just those people, though. We'll do some things for a bit, put it down, and then just pick it up again. Which, Jay, my buddy just messaged me now. And you know, like, for me and Jay, just anything making content, you know, like, we're just like one of those people. We'll come together for a bit, we'll make some gold, and then we're gone for a bit again. Not that we don't talk to each other, we just other things that we do. Oh, right here. Okay, sorry. I didn't realize I meant right here. Plus, this is so wide. Alright. There we go. Yeah, sometimes those turns come up like really fast, like, whoa. But by the way, I do have like mods on, so it's like realistic. For my file at least, yeah. Yeah, but like for me and Jay, that's just what we do, right? We're kind of, it's like, think of it as like a movie. You can think of it as like a movie, I guess, right? Where we'll come together, we make some magic, and after that magic, I just realized I went through a red light. I don't have the enforcement on because every time I was speeding, I was always getting ticketed. So I was like, well, alright, the thing.
Go straight on.
So yeah, I make some magic, you know, and then after we go for a bit. That's why I like though. It's cool. We'll always come together to do something, maybe once every couple months, a couple times a year. You know, that's our thing. ATS will always be our thing though. Alright, just about the last 100 miles. See, one of our drivers gave us some money there. So the drivers I've hired don't actually make a lot of money, or make me a lot of money, which is interesting in itself. One of the gripes, like one thing I'll say too, like for content creators of ATS, the ones that play the game with the simulation, those are the cool people. Like I do that too. I mean, there've been a couple times I've obviously messed around, but not like to the point where I'm going too nuts or anything. You know, sometimes I'll come across like some live streamer or someone's going like super fast, crashing over everything. And I'm just like, and there's so many views on that. I'm like, how? Like, what are you doing in the game that's so like entertaining? I guess to each their own, right? And there's no way to say how to play the game. Yeah, I'm kind of like essentially calling out, right? I don't know. It's like one of those things that kind of like you're kind of just like, well, how come I'm like here? I'm playing the game to as simulation as possible, where we get almost nothing, and everyone else or others are playing the game like Demolition Fest, big rigs, and get all these views. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I just gotta join that. It's not me though. Not my thing. You know, like there's an added challenge of putting, like doing the simulation as much as you can. I don't have assists on. I don't have everything turned as realistic because I mean, there's probably a few times where I probably would have like toppled this load. One thing I like to see SCS do is program the AI traffic go to a touch more, like when we're on the highways here. Because sometimes when you're behind like a few slow trucks, they are slow. Thankfully, you could bypass this way station because our exit is really right here, so it would have been a little like, what, really? Now, I have the same thing to back in, but I think I'm just going to skip this one. This thing is, like, massive. I'm not the best at backing in these big ones. I am stuck on this hill. Oh my goodness, I'm stuck. Wow, that's hard for the sign there because I was literally stuck. Yeah, am I turning here? No, one straight. It says don't enter anyway. Just the way that how the map looked. Finger slipped. Who is this going to? Can't remember. Rail mover. Uh-oh. I can't remember. Newton or whatever it says. But here we are, up in Sheridan. Never been here before. But they're gonna need this guy. Hopefully someone's here. Yeah. Oh, I think I do have it set in so I could just drive it in, yeah. I think the other games I have it where I back in. It's just sometimes after a long haul, it's just I just don't want to back it in. I know, I know. I've been backing in more of my loads, folks. It sounds so wrong. And there we are. We are done. Another excellent CGS and under. Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest loads that I've ever hauled. But anyway, it's cool to do that. We'll definitely do a bit. We'll definitely do a bit more sometime. Still love this game, but you should definitely be playing ATS in 2025. Got a steering wheel. You can even do it with the controller. I've started out as with a controller. You can definitely do that. You got a steering wheel though, it's even better. You got a couple buddies to play with. You don't need all the DLC maps. You just need to have a couple of the same ones. You're good to go and play. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you later.